I don't freeze blueberries anymore, I just do this, and they look like they were picked yesterday, for years. I only need firm and healthy blueberries. I remove soft, damaged, and rotten blueberries. I will wash the blueberries. I will wash the blueberries carefully, without mashing. I need clean and washed jars. I'll fill the jars with blueberries. I will not press the blueberries. I want them to stay firm. I will not fill the jar to the top. Blueberries are a naturally sour fruit. That's why I don't add sugar or lemon here. Acidity is an important part of safe canning. I pour water into the jars to cover the blueberries. I will wipe the top of the jar so that the lid fits well. I close the jars with clean lids. I need a saucepan. I put a cloth on the bottom of the pot. I put the jars in the pot. I pour water up to the height of the lid. I put the pan on the stove. From the moment the water boils, I will pasteurize it for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes of pasteurization, I remove the pan from the stove. I will leave the jars to cool gradually in the water. When the jars have cooled, the center part of the lid must sink. I store the jars in a dark and cool place until use. If you liked the video, leave me a heart in the comment and a like. Thank you, dear friends. I keep fresh watermelon in a jar and eat it all winter. I'll wash the watermelon first. I will cut the watermelon into slices. I cut the watermelon into larger pieces. I will also leave the peel, so that the red part does not fall apart. Cut the watermelon into pieces like this. I will clean the watermelon from the seeds. I cleaned the watermelon, and I need a bigger jar. I thin the watermelon in a jar. I will not compress or pressurize it. Now I will prepare the dressing. I pour 1.5 liters of water into the pot. I add 5 spoons of sugar. One spoonful of salt. I put the pot on the stove and wait for the dressing to boil. The dressing has boiled, and I remove it from the stove. Now I need the juice of 2 lemons. I will separate the pulp from the lemon juice. I'll stir. I pour the dressing into a jar. The dressing must cover the watermelon. I'll wipe the top of the jar. I close the jar with a clean lid. I need a pan. I put a cloth on the bottom of the pot. And I put the jar in the pot. I pour hot water into the pot. I put the pan on the stove. From the moment the water boils, I pasteurize it for 20 minutes. The water should just flow. After 20 minutes, I remove the pan from the stove. I will leave the jar to cool gradually in the water. When the jar has cooled, center. I keep the jar in a dark and cool place until use. If you liked the video, leave me a heart in the comment and a like. Thank you, friends. When the season is over, my peaches still look like they were picked yesterday. I keep them in a jar all year round. I will wash the peaches first because I only use clean and healthy fruit for canning. Choose firm and healthy fruits. Remove soft peaches. I will cut it in half and remove the pit. Write to me in the comments from which country are you watching me? It's nice to know that we are watching each other all over the world. I need clean and washed jars. I put the peaches in the jars, but I don't press them. Do not fill the jars to the top. I need the juice of 1 lemon. I add a spoonful of lemon juice to each jar. Acidity is an important part of safe canning. I will fill the jars with water to cover the peaches. I will wipe the top of the jar so that the lid closes well. Close the jars with clean lids. I need a pan. Put a cloth on the bottom of the pan, and I put the jars in the pot. Pour water up to the height of the lid. I put the pan on the stove. From the moment the water boils, I will pasteurize for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes of pasteurization, I remove the pan from the stove. I will leave the jars to cool gradually in the water. When the jars cool, the center part of the lid must sink. I store the jars in a dark and cool place until use. If you like the video, leave me a heart in the comment and a like. Thank you, friends. I don't freeze apricots anymore. I keep them in a jar, and they don't spoil for years. I will wash the apricots first. I only need healthy fruits. I will remove the damaged apricots. I will cut the apricots in half and remove the stone. Write me in the comments, from which country are you watching me? It's nice to know that we are watching each other all over the world. I need clean and washed jars. I put the apricots in the jar, but I don't press them. Do not fill the jars to the top. I need the juice of 1 lemon. I add a spoonful of lemon juice to each jar. Acidity is an important part of safe canning. Jars full of water. The water must cover the apricots. I'll wipe the top of the jar. I will close the jars with clean lids. I need a deeper pot. I put a cloth on the bottom of the pot, and I put the jars in the pot. I pour water up to the height of the lid. I put the pan on the stove. From the moment the water boils, I pasteurize it for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I remove the pan from the stove. I will leave the jars to cool gradually in the water. When the jars have cooled, the center part of the lid must sink. Store the jars in a dark and cool place until use. This is my favorite way to preserve apricots. If you liked the video, leave me a heart in the comment and like. Thank you, friends.